shots from the three.
Memphis has won the last 6 meetings. We tip it up, and the Shockers have won the tip. All 3 games in the American for Memphis have been tight so far. That first shot off the rim, and there's the big fella, Quincy Ballard, the Florida State transfer.
That's way too easy right out of the gate. Memphis got to understand that they're going to have to come up with a scheme to defend that pick and roll, because Wichita State will run that all afternoon long.
Well, here's the former Shocker, Jaquan Walton. He got booed in the intros. He said, you know what? I'm ready for it. He knocks down his first shot.
Just off the bounce, just a little hesitation by Walton. With that 6'7" frame, hard to get up in his face.
Historically, this has always been known as one of the toughest places to play in the country when they pack this arena. Because of the cold, maybe not everybody coming out today, but Dalen Reginald knocking down the 3. A good start for Wichita State.
Reginald is only a 27% three-point shooter, but Paul Mills feels like his team is much more capable from the perimeter than they've shown so far.
Around the wing, here's Walton again, and he's hit his first 2 jumpers. Walton said, my first D1 opportunity was here at Wichita State last season. He led the team in scoring, and he said, I grew up here as a player at Wichita State. I came to Memphis because I wanted to get to the NBA, but I'm always going to have love for the Shockers. Here's Reginald. He's knocked it. They blitz him. They want to get the ball out of his hands. Xavier Bell, and the runner goes off the window.
Good job by Bell, as they are giving up 78 points per game in those 3.
Quinterly will launch his first 3. Bolt trying to get inside, and there's the steal by Malcolm Dandridge. He's leading the break, finds his point guard in Quinterly. He lays it in. We're all prepared for this Memphis team. In the corner, that's Harlan Beverly knocking down the 3. He keeps his dribble alive as they blitz him. Now getting through into the paint, lays it in. Javon Quinterly, so day of the year last year at Alabama. And now here's Quinterly with the steal. He's got Jones on his right. Quinterly keeps it. That's blocked by Rogers. Jones stays with it, and his second effort is in. Beverly, he challenges and finishes with the left. Walton will launch from deep, and he knocks down his second 3.
Before the defense can contest.
Rogers will take a deep 2. It seems like everything put up is going in. Reginald left open. My goodness, what a start for Reginald. Perfect 3 for 3 from beyond the arc, and this crowd is loving it.
Well, Jaquan Walton just
throwing it up. Dandridge lays it in. A nice assist there for Javon Quinterly. Pick and roll. Dandridge running to the rim, and he caught a body. Malcolm Dandridge, get out there. With his back to the basket, going back to Dandridge, the kick-out pass. Jones for 3, and too strong.
Both teams really spacing it and sharing it.
Beverly getting through the entire D, finishing at the rim.
Memphis is always in a good flow offensively.
Wichita State, they've now made their first 9 shots. There's Tomlin, thought about it, now puts it on the deck, challenging Poto, and you see the quickness coaching from that game. I mean, even in shoot-around yesterday, we were talking to him, he was breaking down his team, but he still had one eye on the court, making sure guys were doing exactly what they were supposed to do. He pays such attention to detail on the floor as the 3 falls for Memphis. That's Jaden Hardaway, the graduate student, his son.
Well, they don't just roll the balls out. I watched them warm up this afternoon here, and they are all business. This is a business trip from Memphis, and it came out hard, but they're taking a charge.
He's still trying to find his way. He just says, don't overthink it.
12 turnovers on the season. He's just got to calm his game down, not try to, as Paul Mills said, overdo it.
So the second unit's on for both teams. Paul Mills says for Wichita State, our second unit has been letting us down. That's why Kenny Poto now comes off the bench. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Tomlin, turnaround jumper. Oh, that is just tough.
Eventually, he'll be a guy you can throw the ball to consistently to score.
Rogers with a contested 2. Wichita State is shooting over 75% from the floor. Isaac Abide.
A lot of hands out there. I can't believe they're allowing all this pushing and shoving down low. I mean, there's at least 2 fouls committed on that right now, but both teams are pretty physical.
Tomlin will launch the 3, and the big fella on him. 4 seconds on the shot clock. DeGray's got to hoist one from the logo. My goodness, everything falling.
In the lane on that possession by Memphis.
Quinterly, he'll take a deep one. Nothing but net. Javon Quinterly.
Well, he's won the last 2 games with step-back threes. You must understand he has that deep range.
So he's in double figures now, leading the way with 10. Bell challenging, and that's over the shot blocker, Dandridge. And now they're trying to bring him back to where they think he can get to. Quinterly so quick off the bounce, finishing at the rim. 4 minutes to play in this fast first half. Beverly goes reverse, plus the foul.
And then everything starts to fall at once. You just hope. That's not always the case, but today, Wichita State has been very efficient.
Walton, nothing but nylon. In the studio, Kevin Seth strongly talks about the flow to this game has been incredible. Poto with the offensive rebound and the putback. Now, Kenny's coach, whatever you need, I'm here to win. Nice lane at the other end.
Very active.
Beverly up and under, gets around 2 defenders.
Memphis has to make some adjustments at halftime. Their defense right now is just leaky. Every time down, Wichita State seemingly is getting anything they want. Now, Memphis is much more talented offensively. They're getting good shots as well. But they should be leading this game, and it's because of their defense. That's all I would say if I was Memphis.
Quinterly probing, gets all the way to the block. Now working with his back to the basket, finds the double, and there's Dandridge on the slam.
The thing about Quinterly, it's so special about him as a point guard.
Uses that screen from Dandridge. A cutting Jordan. What a play drawn up out of the timeout by Penny Hardaway. Beverly has the switch, kept the feet down. Original from deep, knocks in his 4th 3 this first half. And Memphis doesn't even get a shot off. Wichita State shooting 60% from deep. Opening moments here in the second half as Rogers continues the hot shooting. Kobe Rogers, the Siena transfer, ties this game at 49.
Well, just try to outscore your opponent. That's all you can do this afternoon, because the buckets are going to keep coming. And Jones hasn't even really done much for Memphis.
Walton, he said that was this season, and man, has he had a ball game. Walton with 14 points to lead the way for the Tigers. Here's Rogers again. A little heat check, maybe?
I think he was going to drive and then the step back.
David Jones, a tough contested shot, but he hits his free. Here's Original, and missing his first 3 in this second half. David Jones, he'll step into one. He wants to get his scoring going.
Jones up front, can guard multiple positions.
That's Walton poking out the ball from behind. Memphis with the steal. They've got a 4-on-3, and Bell coming in. He gets the steal back. Beverly running the break, throws it up, and it's Ballard at 6'11". For some of the top guys in the NBA, and he said it's so cool to see each other, see things come full circle. There's David Jones knocking the 3. He has really stepped up his offense in this second half.
Well, Paul Mills realizes this and needs to regroup and say, don't forget. It's really solid this half. It's just on the defensive end, just allowing too many easy opportunities for Jones.
Bell got away with a push-off there.
Why they're not calling some of these plays around the rim.
David Jones trying to set up his man. Backdoor cut to Walton. One into the dump off. Jones. He's getting all the attention now from the elbow. You better watch out. See Jones, he said, give me the ride. Step back. 3. Okay. David Jones is in the house.
Well, you see the NBA experience from Penny Hardaway.
15 in the first 5 minutes of the second half. Offensive rebound, Beverly. Penetrating, the scoop shot goes to end the run.
To your style of coaching and what you need. And looks like I think he's got a good staff now to stay.
Ooh, Javon Quinterly with the steal and the up.
Well, they're so talented offensively. If you're not in a stance and rotations and closing out and helping each other.
Shot clock's at 7. Jordan for deep.
Just pop to the top. That's good, smart basketball.
And there's Jordan with the steal from behind. In transition, Jones one-on-one. And the follow slam by Naquan Thomas. This was a 3-point game at the half. Here's Quinterly. Splish, splash. Hold by Memphis. opening up a 19-point lead. Chris passing inside, and he's wearing number 25, not 11 this half because he had blood on his jersey as Rogers knocks down the deep. Rogers rising up, knocks down the three. Quinterly trying to play a little bully ball. Kick out to Tomlin for deep. Once he gets into this.
Started with David Jones saying, no, I'm not a 2-point scorer. I'm a 20-point scorer.
Quinterly with the facial. He's up to 20 points. Jourdain, he gets in on the 3-ball action. 8 for 10. The answer on the other end, Isaac Abide. Inside pass to Abide, gathers himself and lays it in. You can tell there's a talent differential between Memphis and Wichita State, but the building blocks are there for this Paul Mills team. There's a lot of talent here.
Well, you've got to give them a chance to have a full recruiting cycle and kind of dissect the tough defense.
Quinterly finds Tomlin with the Euro step. He's got so many moves.
And they're not matching up or stopping the dribbler.
Cortez, he'll knock down. He's going to challenge Tomlin, and Tomlin just lets him go. The tip-in is good there by Richard. Jones lines up a three-corner pocket off the side of the rim, but Hardaway is there. And Memphis has hit 100. Cortez. There they go.
Getting out and transition a little bit, attacking the rim. And say, listen, we're playing the best offensive team in our conference.
The steal, 3-on-2 for the Shockers, throwing it up top. Harlan Beverly gets this crowd back in it. Quinterly, a logo shot. He just shakes his head. That is cold-blooded.
Well, Memphis is smart enough.
20 points, 3 rebounds. Make that 23 points for Jaquan Walsh. I've always wanted equality. And so Coach Hardaway said MLK is an important figure for this country, and also make sure to know
games and tell you if they're a good basketball team or not. And this is a high quality.
Oh, look out. Carl Sheridan get himself a highlight.
Caleb Mills for the season, but they've had other guys step up, and Tomlin looked real good today.
Ashton Hardaway
in his 6th game for Memphis.
112 points for Memphis. This will just dribble it out. Leading scorer, Javon Quinterly, 23 points, 11 assists, as Memphis wins it big, 112-86 over Wichita State.
Memphis with a lot of balance.